Report to the Global Security Council number G1X27, submitted by Hunter Harris. Things have been peaceful for a while, and the techno-geniuses at the GSC decided to use the downtime to tweak some of our hardware. Among other things, they wanted to improve the atmospheric re-entry capabilities of my own Super Hawk fighter. Needless to say, that was just fine with me.
Everything is in place for the test, Dr. Keene.
Right. Time to take her up.
All personnel, clear lift bay 12, transporting aircraft to launch deck.
Ready, Doctor.
It's not fair, Hunter. If that ship of yours gets any faster, I don't know how I'll ever be able to keep up with you.
I wouldn't let a thing like that worry you, little fella. That flying egg beater of yours can't keep up with him now.
What are you talking about?
Hunter, everything's been checked and double-checked, but still you'll be pushing the craft to its limits, so please be careful.
She's right, Hunter. That means no showboating.
For once.
You guys are no fun.
We're ready when you are, sir.
Time to see what she can do.
Good luck, Hunter.
Thanks, and stop worrying, everybody.
Fuel, check. Thrusters, check. Shields, check. Stabilizers, check. All systems green. You are ready for launch. Clear the runway. Stand by for launch.
Acceleration's terrific. Okay, now to get clear of the atmosphere. Here we go. I always hate this part. Did it. I'm through. Everything's looking good. G-forces decreasing, shields holding steady.
Roger, G1. We're ready for you to begin re-entry. Maximum thrust.
Okay, hang on to your hats. Hey, I think this is gonna work.
He's re-entered the atmosphere and is leveling off at cruising altitude.
Well, how did it go, Hunter?
I may have lost a few teeth, but the ship's A-okay.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna stay up a bit longer, okay?
All right, Hunter. Just don't be too long.
Roger. She feels terrific. Never better. She'd never handled so well, and I was having the time of my life. But my little joyride was about to end sooner and uglier than I'd anticipated. I was headed straight toward the foothills of the Swiss Alps. An innocent enough place, you'd think. And you'd be right, normally.
Hans, are you up there again?
Hi, Greta!
What are you doing? Come on down from there before you fall.
Don't worry, I'm just waiting for the carrier pigeon I sent to the village this morning.
Hans!
It'll be here any minute. What are you waiting for? You better go pick your flowers before the sun goes down.
You be sure to come down before it gets dark.
Oh, I will.
Well, you better, you hear?
Now, where could that pigeon be?
Unidentified aircraft approaching at high speed. Visual! You must report this to Malinox at once. Why don't you report it? Me?
What? They found us already? Shoot it down, you fool!
Yes, sir. At once.
Those Eagle Riders butting in again, and right when this base was so close to being finished.
Of course, I had no idea I'd been spotted. I didn't even have my security scanners online. Blind as a bat, I flew right into it. The escape hatch has been knocked out.
What was it? Some kind of jet fighter, I bet.
Like it, Malinox. Are you certain the craft was shot down?
Yes, almighty Cybercon. It was surprisingly easy, in fact.
If the villagers discover it, word will get back to the Global Security Council. There must not be any witnesses. Do I make myself understood?
Perfectly, Master. I have dispatched troops to take care of any witnesses, and I've disguised them as local woodcutters in order not to arouse any suspicion.
What do you want?
You're one of the Eagle Riders, aren't you? I mean, you were one of them before you turned back into whatever you are now, right? Oh, you better not move. You might have broken something.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to ask you a favor.
My name is Hans, by the way.
Hans, will you promise me something?
Of course I will, Eagle Rider. Anything.
You've got to promise you won't tell anybody you saw my aircraft come down here. Or that you found me.
Not a soul. I give you my solemn word of honor.
That's good enough for me. Now I've got one more favor to ask of you.
Sure.
Good. Somebody's got to hide that thing so no one finds it.
Uh-huh. I'll do it. It'll be like hiding a trap. Hey, mister!
Huh?
Well, how does it look?
That's perfect, Hans. Good job. Oh.
What about you? You've got to get that arm taken care of.
I'm all right.
You're just being a hero. I'm gonna go find my sister.
Wait, no, come back. Huh? Someone's coming.
That ship definitely came down somewhere near here. Fan out and search the area. Quickly!
I was trapped. Helpless. And the worst part about it was all my own fault.
Something happened. He was right here. Honest, Greta. I told you. Here he is. Come here.
Poor man.
We've got to get him home.
No, Hans, don't get dragged into it. You and your sister won't be safe if you try to help me. They'll come after you.
I don't know who they are, but we can't just leave him here. Wait a minute, I've got it. Of course, the old woodcutter's cabin.
Yeah, that's perfect.
They were pretty determined, and frankly, I didn't have much fight in me. So the woodcutter's cabin it was.
That's better.
You're very good at this.
Hey, what's that, Greta? A blush? Guess you kind of like him, huh?
Quiet. Now stop pestering him and come to the house with me, Hans. We've got to find him something to eat. You okay?
Uh-huh. Thanks.
It's nothing. I'm sure you'd do the same.
If I somehow don't get word to Joe and the others about that Borak base, we'll be in big trouble. But my comlink had been shattered. I was cut off. But then I heard something. Huh? Maybe things weren't so hopeless after all.
There's no one. It's deserted.
Just wait. You've got to be patient.
What's wrong, Greta? You look funny. What are you doing with this shirt? If the bad men following him find it, they'll know we helped him.
I'm only going to wash it, that's all.
Look, you're blushing again. You're turning red all
Stop
over
it,
like
Hans. Honestly, you can be such a pest.
Greta's got a sweetheart. Greta's
Oh,
got a
you.
sweetheart.
Just wait till I get a hold of you. What do you want?
What are you doing with a man's shirt, female?
It's my father's.
Come on. Where are you hiding the Eagle Rider?
As for me, even though I was so battered and exhausted I could hardly stand, I had to check out the sound I'd heard. I thought so. Carrier pigeons. It just might work. It was a heck of a long shot, but worth a try. I detached the servo transmitter from my comlink. I knew that it only had a radius of a few hundred kilometers, but if I was lucky, someone might pick up the signal and relay it back to Gateway City. The technology was a little primitive, but it's not like I had a lot of options. Anyway, this little bird was my only hope. A pretty heavy burden for a pigeon to carry. Now all I could do was sit and wait, and I hate doing that. Meanwhile, halfway around the world at Gateway City, my friends were in pretty much the same boat.
Hello, this is Dr. Akins. Yes, right away. This could be it.
What is it? I see. Good. Send me the exact coordinates immediately. 15 minutes ago, GSC intelligence learned that a transmitter was recovered from a carrier pigeon in the foothills of the Swiss Alps. And this wasn't your ordinary everyday transmitter. It was one of our comlink servo relays.
It's gotta be him!
A carrier pigeon? Now I've heard everything.
They're absolutely sure it's part of Hunter's comlink, Doctor?
Yes, and the important thing is that it proves he's still alive. You all have got to get to him before the Vorat change that.
All right. Enough games! Tell us where you're hiding him, boy, or things are gonna get very uncomfortable. Talk!
Hans, will you promise me something?
You don't scare me. Even if I knew where he was, I'd never tell, never!
That's it, we're wasting time here. I hope you're proud of your brave little brother, my dear. You can thank him very much for what I'm about to do to you.
Look, the Vorak had captured a couple of children.
That's about their speed.
First, let's get those kids out of there, then we'll go look for Hunter.
Wait, Mickey, can you get them on the screen?
Your wish is my command.
Bunch of bullies.
Zoom in closer. There, on the grass. That's Hunter's pendant.
That boy and girl must know something. That explains it.
No wonder the Vorak are on them.
Well, looks like we came to the right place after all. Feel like wrecking some androids?
Why not? You think you can manage to hold down the fort while we're gone, Otto?
Very well. I guess you won't talk.
You cowards!
All right, keep him covered until Mellanox gets here. He's good with children.
I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
Hans, be quiet.
No, Hans, keep talking. Since when have you listened to your sister anyway?
Huh?
Huh?
It's coming right toward us! Don't just stand there! Shoot them down!
Pick on someone your own size.
Amazing, and I thought nothing ever happened around here.
Well, now, are you two all right?
What do you know about the other Eagle Rider? Can you tell us where he is?
Our friend gave you the pendant, didn't he?
Well, in fact, I kind of borrowed it, but I was going to give it back to him, honest.
Oh, Hans.
Oh, it makes no difference how you came by it. It's just lucky for us you had it, and we spotted it.
Hans, will you take us to him?
Mm-hmm. There! He's up there!
Hunter? Hunter!
Maybe he's worse off than we thought. Hunter!
Hunter.
There you are. You had us worried.
I see you're taking it easy as usual.
Well, it took you long enough. No offense, but a guy could die of old age waiting for you all to rescue him.
What do you expect using a carrier pigeon? You couldn't pick up a phone like a normal person?
Oh, thank goodness.
Still in one piece, big guy?
Well, more or less, Mickey. But this is no time for family reunions. My ship was shot down by Vorak guns stationed in a valley not 5 kilometers from here.
I suspected we'd find them here.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Great! More android bashing! My lucky day!
Are you sure you're up to this, Hunter? Hunter.
What have we here? Well, well, the more the merrier. Let them come. After all, if I shot down one of them, what prevents me from shooting down all 5 and filling the sky with eagle feathers? I'm not afraid of them. Launch the attack formation!
Vorak fighters converging on our position.
There goes the neighborhood. What do they expect to do with those little pea shooters? Tickle us to death? Joe, give those clowns a taste of real firepower. Starboard scatterguns locked on.
Joe, get ready to launch some pigeons in their base now.
Roger. It'll be coming into range in a minute.
Okay, let's hit them with everything we got.
You incompetent robots, you failed me again! You let them make fools of us all!
But Malinox,
Get away! Now we'll have to report our failure to Cybercon, and I hate that!
Sir, you can't simply abandon us here!
Let go!
Please, sir! This party's over.
Those cursed Eagle Riders. Sometimes I begin to doubt if I ever will be able to defeat them. What am I saying? I am Malinox, warlord of the Vorak, and ultimately I must prove victorious.
And so our job was done. But before I could leave, there was one thing left to do. I can't thank the two of you enough. If you hadn't risked your lives to help me, I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, well, it wasn't anything.
Like heck it wasn't. That carrier pigeon of yours might have saved the planet.
Well, when you put it that way.
Anyway, I'll never forget what you two did here today. Thank you.
A pleasure.
I kept my word not to tell, even though they tried to scare me.
I know you did, Hans. You're a very brave little guy. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Thanks a lot. We feel the same way.
Gotta go now. Wish I could stay longer, but I'm afraid I don't get much time off in my job.
Yes, I understand. We'll see you again, perhaps.
In times like these, there are a lot of sad goodbyes. Part of me wanted to stay in that peaceful place, but I couldn't. I also couldn't escape the fact that it was my negligence that had got us all into so much trouble. It reminded me once again that as long as the Vorak are around, we've all got to stay on our guard for the global good.